morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are listening to me from. My name is Solomon BUORO, a Microsoft trainer and a Microsoft trainee. Thank you for having me in this section again. In our previous section, we talked about benefits of dynamic distribution group, that it is very easy, it's automated. First, in the sense that by the time you give it a query, that those from a particular region, particular position, particular role, it just depends on the criteria you want to use. A group can be dynamically created for them without you even adding them one after the other. Let's assume you have a particular presence in let's assume you have an organization that are more than 500. Now, you want to know those who came from a particular state or a particular region. You can decide to use this dynamic distribution list to know the number, because immediately you create it and you wait for a certain minute, you can see that all the members, everyone from that particular region will automatically sync into that same group. So you can use to know the number of persons or number of workers that are in a particular region or in a particular role, that is having a particular role or whatever. Like the previous one, we stopped here. You remember we changed some person's origin from, so we changed some person's department to IT department. So it was only these four that synced, left with those two. So today I'm glad to announce to you, immediately the drop of the call, I think they got synced. So this is where we are now. You can see. So if you observe very well, you see that we are seeing these two persons. We are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So those two that will later came up, that will later change their role. Now they have been added here. So automatically we are done with this. So we know the benefit of this. You can even use it to count the number of persons in a region or in a department, or it all depends on how you want it. You can use to number them. Once you get the particular number, you can decide to delete it, in the sense that those persons in that region, they will know that you've taken their numbers, as in the numbering from 1 to, just to know the total number of persons in a particular region, particular role, and particular location and all. So for today, we'll be moving into another group entirely, which is okay, remember we are still here. We just keep taking one after the other. We are still under teams and group. So let me just refresh and come back entirely so that we'll see how we start. So this is home under teams and group. So here now we're having you can create a Microsoft. Now this is teams and Microsoft 365 groups. Now the difference is you can actually create a group that has a team and also has a channel. Now let me come again. You can also create a group that has a team. You know, under Microsoft productivity tools, we have teams there. You know what teams is meant for. Used for, I think in my first video I talked about it a little while, but times are coming by, we'll talk about it elaborately. So teams is mainly for collaboration. Collaboration in the sense that you can use it to chat, send messages. You can use it to chat, you can use it to send messages. You can also use it to share files like video, pictures, and many other things, to attend meeting, town hall meeting, group meeting, one-on-one meeting, video calls, and many other things that you can do on Teams. So you can actually create a group, and this same group you have a Teams. These same Teams you have what channels, different channels within. So that's why you see these Teams and group. But you can also create a group without Microsoft, without Team. Now if you take a look, and now let's go back to the ones that have been created before. You can see a particular one. I created one here. This is the name of the group. This is the email to that group. Sync status, this is a cloud. Remember, this is a cloud site, so it means I created it on cloud. That is why you see that this is actually showing. Sorry about that. So this is actually showing because I created it from the cloud. Team status is showing that this one, it shows that this one does not have teams. That's why you're not seeing teams here, teams here. Oh my god. So you can see this one is having team. The reason why this is having team is I created it, I incorporated team with it. You can see Today we'll be discussing about the differences between creating a group with team or without team. So here now, I want to add a group with team. Please take a look at the picture very well. I want to add a team. Let's assume the team I want to. So here, okay, a team provides a place to chat and collaborate on files in Microsoft Teams. It includes an email address for contacting everyone on the team and a SharePoint site for publishing information. To get started with this, you can see what I just discussed now. SharePoint site for publication of information, but you publish an information. You publish an information, you say everybody in that particular team will have access to it because it's just only one email. So name of the team now, let's assume the name of the team is let me use graduating team. So or let me use cap all together. Graduating team. Then description. Let me just say for members graduating from a particular course. So after that, the next option is a nest. So I can move from basic to owner. Now I can create a teams with owner. Now I said team owners can add or delete members. Now it's telling about the role of a team member. Team member can also edit team details. Team owner can add or delete members. They can also edit teams details. They can also delete conversations. Now he said you have to have at least one owner. Remember I saw something about group admin that is advisable to have at least two. I don't know, say minimum of two. Yeah, minimum of two. Reason being, if one person is having issue, the second person can take over. Just like for redundancy sake. So we recommend adding two so one can help out in the absence of others. All owners must have a license that includes teams. Now, for you to be able to add a particular person that has license, so from here now, let me go to, I want to just show you something. Let me come here. Okay, so let me click on, let me go to my users. Oh, this exchange, I think from here, let me go to admin center. So I want to pick a member and I want to show you something. So there are some of my members that has license, some has no license. So we want to check to see if it can if it will show us those that have license to be able to be okay, wait, let me come again. I'm creating a group that has teams. Every member and owner of this particular group I'm creating must have teams license. If they don't have team license, they won't be able to, the system will not bring them up for us automatically. So let me check. Well, let's come back here now. Then where are my users? Okay, sorry. These are my active users. These are the licenses. Now look at this young man now, Bamdeli winner is unlicensed. So I want to pick Bamdeli winners as owner. Let me type Bamdeli BAMIDELE winner. If it will bring it will not come out. Reason being, look at this, is unlicensed. But this guy here, Alan Morris, has license here. So this license I give to this guy, inside this license there is a teams over there. So Alan Morris, let me pick Alan Morris and see. ALANMOR is already out. So even members as well. So let me assume I'm picking this guy now. Okay, look at this guy. This guy has license, but let's see if it's a particular one. Bookshare BULK SEN. He will not. Reason being, his license Teams is not incorporated, so I have to pick a particular person's. Okay, let me see this E3 now. Christmas father. As a guest for Christmas, we know Christmas he has. So let's assume I'm picking him as the owner. Now it's the only one I want. I don't want to for practical sake, but we are creating it for this for practice sake. For others, for other means, and so for work sake, I will advise you to. So members now. Now let me just test Bamidele win again. Bamidele, it will not come up. Bamidele will not come because it does not have Teams license. So let me pick someone else. This one has power to make Bajumo Kende will not come out. GBAD Bajumo GUMO. It will not. Kende. It will not. He or she will not. So but let me pick somebody else like or demo tenant. Let me pick demo tenant. Demo DMO. See, demo tenant is here already. So let's just say it's only one member. You know, remember this for practice sake. Only one member. You can see the interface. So next, now to give him, let me just give them one email address. Remember, I said they will have one email address. So let me just say the email address is graduates. Then look at it here. People outside this organization won't be able to email this team at first, but you can change these and other settings again during team is created. When the team is created, I can change the settings. So now look at it. So you can either create a teams or a group. You can create it either with privacy or public. It's either private or public. Now look at the right up here. Said for public, people can join without approval from an owner. So it means anyone that have access to this link can just join automatically. But for private, you know what private is now? Private means it's just secure for you alone. So you have more, that one is more rigid. So people can only join if they are added by an owner. That is the only way. Remember, like WhatsApp group now, you have to set up the settings. You have to set some privacy. No, so that nobody else will just see the link and join like that. No. So let's make this okay, let me just, should I make it private or public? Let me make private and see. So now next. So these are the information, the review, and what. Now you are adding a team. So and one thing again is if you add a team, the team you add will automatically come to the team's or clients. Okay, I will put it now. The teams okay, look at this. You know, we have admin center, we have client center. So we have teams client center, client portal. This same thing will also show up over there. Now let's go and check the guy we just created, which is graduating teams. Yeah, this is the guy. You can see now it's showing this over here. Correct. So now let's create another one again. Add a Microsoft. This one will not come with a team. So I will not come with a team because we are creating without a team. It's still the same name, graduating team 1. Description for testing. So you can see that this is how the first page is, but the difference now is that you can see the way the other one show add owner is quite different from this. Here now they say group owners have unique permissions. They can add or remove, delete, conversation, share this and all. So assign owner. So this particular one now let's look at those names I checked before. Those one without license. Look at this. BUORO has no license. So let me bring Deborah here. Let me search for Deborah. So it's even showing here. This one has license. It's showing team, but this one does not have license. So I can make anybody. So you are seeing the difference now between creating a teams with creating a group with and without team. So you can see this guy now. So Deborah, no, let's make use of those persons that we choose before. Bajumo Kende. Automatically will become an owner. Don't forget, this one is without team. I can add as many as I like. So look at this. Okay, let me add members now. These members, let me use system 1, 2, 3 because I know system 1, 2, 3 does not have. this system 1 2 3. Yeah, I know system 1. Could I just pick system 1, system 2, okay, system 3. You can see that they are not having team status. That is not shown here. So let me add the 3 members. You can see that this one is actually to some extent very easy, but they cannot collaborate. Meanwhile, you can still convert. Okay, let's just see. So let me give them email. Graduating. So let's wait and see. Graduating 1. Let me use this. So I can also create it as private or public. Now, if it's public, role assigned. You can see this one is graded out. It says allow admin roles to be assigned to this group. But if I change it to private, now this is private. It is monitored by one particular person. So allow admin role to be assigned to this group is checked, meaning that group can what receive admin role. But for when it is public, it can be checked because it's public, so everybody like have access to this. Only the admin just be monitoring this. You can see how stressful it is. Whereby you want only 20 persons, you come the next, you see 25, you remove it. You now start scanning from 1 to 25. Oh, it's not supposed to be here. You remove. Then you not come next day again the same thing. So better you just create it private and just manage everything yourself, assigning an admin 1 or 2. So let me just put it on private. Okay. Now let me put it in let me put this one in public. Now look at this. They say add Microsoft Teams to your group. At this point, even when you are done creating, you can. There's a way of creating. I think that will be done in the next one. So let's just do our creation. These are the things. Create group. So successfully. Then from here we are having our graduating team created here. 1 and 2. You can see this one carry teams. Sorry, the main 1 and 1. This one is not. This one is private. One is public. So here now, at this point, we have successfully created groups. But this one created as team. Let's check if it has synced with the Microsoft Team client portal. Remember, we have admin portal and we have client portal. So let me check here. Once it has successfully synced, I believe we can call it a day for today. I'm still waiting. While waiting for it to join, just another moment. I've heard over time that Teams admin Teams. Okay, yeah, that is the admin center. Teams admin center is the slowest of all the admin centers in Microsoft. So, but I believe the client portal is not like that. Okay, so let's check here. These are the ones I've created before. The ones I've created before. So it's like that one hasn't landed yet. So but let's check. You can see this one M365 testing. So let's come back here and check the ones I've created before. You can see M365. Okay, sorry, these are usual. Okay, groups. M365 testing. You can see it has team over here. So also, okay, look at this other one again, masterpiece. Look at this one, migration, Instagram 2011, practice, and all. So let's come back here again and check all these ones I just listed. And the ones I created long ago, you can see them here. This masterpiece project, migration, Instagram 2011, practice, Shaji Enterprises, team assessment, and all. So anyone you create, it appears here. And let's assume this was one. Okay, let me just come back. Let me come back here and pick a team here to show you. So I pick this Instagram 2011. Let me just put it on Instagram 2011. So look at this Instagram 2011. Then membership. So I have I have 2 owners, Global Admin and Solomon. Then for members, I have about how many members? About 4 good members. Now let's check over here and see if it's concurrent. Postgram 2011, where are down? Look at it, there's 6 people altogether. 6 people. So I'm gonna come here. 6 people. Where is it? Members, okay. Yeah, this is it. 1, 2, and 4 members. These are the 4 members. So you can see that you can make a settings here and it appears over there. You can make a settings there and it appears over here. So it all depends on you. So the mail is just to show that what happens there can also what happens here. So thank you so much. This will be stopping for today. Feel free to reach out to me. I still remain my honorable self, Solomon BUORO. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can come up with me. Let us have a let's connect. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's learn together. This is me here. Let's learn together. It's necessary we do the learning together so that no one will be left behind. Thank you for your time, and don't forget my YouTube channel is still very much available. You can subscribe so that you can get this video and many others that are still coming. Thank you.